All right, let's go. Let's go to the. So now we have
200?
prelims here. Well, we got field event finals, and then we got prelims. So I guess we can go to the 200 here.
Get long.
Yeah. Okay. The first heat, Arian Knighton 20.02. We'll get back to him in a second. Second heat, Noah Lyles eases up at the end, runs 19.99, finishes behind Brown and Fan Boulet, so I had to rely on a small queue. Then the third heat, Andre de Grasse easing up, looking to the side, runs a PB, Canadian record 19.73 ahead of Bednarik, who was also looking aside, who runs 19.83. So each final or each prelim here, each semi, let me get this right on the third try. Each semi gave you something different here. What was your big takeaway from these semifinals for the Ben?
Bunch of takeaways. One, it's cool that all three Americans made the final, but you could argue, Joseph Fambula is also American, right? He has dual citizenship. He grew up in Minnesota. So it's kind of cool that we were all debating, like, where's Joseph Fambula? Why isn't he on the Olympic trials start list? And now he's on the Olympic final start list. It's kind of cool. And Liberia has a flag that kind of looks like the USA flag. So it looks like we have 4 Americans. Anyway, that's fun fact.
That was
But
not my
Fambula looks pretty
takeaway.
good. I know that's not my take. That's one takeaway. I think the big takeaway here is, can Noah Lyles prove us wrong again? He did run his heat kind of easy, so I don't want to give him any flack for getting third. Like he wasn't trying. So like he was running, for all purposes, it was a win, even though he got third because he shut it down. Yeah, I mean, Wall Spimmer says, "Damn man, okay. I can't even say anything because I've shut it down before too." But shit, right? So yeah, we have a lot of these guys shutting down, trying to conserve it all for the final. It was risky, but
it was really risky.
I wasn't that worried about it. He was running in.
He cost himself a lane.
He wasn't running his tights. He was fine. He got lane.
What about the lane though?
What's fine? Lane. People break world records in lane 9. This, that, the other thing. It's fine. He'll be fine. I'm not worried about it. It's Noah Lyles. But I am worried that
what about if you bet your house on it? Hypothetically, like
I think you need to be worried right now.
I am.
I think I pre-ranked Kenny Bednarik. He got second in the heat. I think there's a chance that an Andre de Grasse, Kenny B, Arian Knighton, even a Fambula, I can see them all winning. Now, I do think there's also a big timeline of Noah Lyles winning because he's run 19.5. These other guys haven't done that. Andre de Grasse PB'd in the semi. Is that too much of an effort? We see sometimes people run. You saw what Ronnie Baker did to him.
He looked easy, man. He looked easy.
It looked easy.
That looked easy.
It looked easy. Yeah, but it looked easy for Kenny B as well, and it looked easy for Noah Lyles, who was running 19.99. So, I think what I got out of this is Noah Lyles is not a lock. I think he's now less a lock. I think he is. I think it's a toss-up now. I think it's a toss-up, and I think you may need to have a long conversation with your wife tonight about what you've done to the deed of your house by putting it all on Noah Lyles back in the summer of 2020.
My wife, my realtor. I need to figure out alternate living arrangements. This looks very Olympic trialsy to me, where other guys are looking smoother going through. He's picking up, losses in these early heats. Granted, he had to sweat a little bit more here because he didn't get an auto qualifier, but people have just looked smoother and more effortless than him. And I get sprint prelims and semis are basically a competition to show who's trying the least, but like he didn't have that much of a margin. Like he didn't have the gap at 150 to do what he did. So if he gets stuck real tight inside lane 3, that's going to be real difficult for him to get out of it. It's a crazy thing. My buddy texted me. He said you could have a situation where Bromell, Norman, and Lyles all don't. Well, forget even gold. Like there's a situation where they don't medal, right? Like would a de Grasse, Bednarik, Knighton 1, 2, 3 in the final surprise you after what we've seen from those 3 guys this year?
No, not at all.
Yeah. So I'm concerned. I'm definitely concerned if I'm a person who staked their house on Noah Lyles. Now the good news is the trials comparison. He comes back and he wins. But there's just not that. There's not that separation that we're used to seeing from Lyles, right? Like in prior years, you'd see comes off the curve, puts in that awesome burst coming off the curve, but by 150, he's got that gap and can either shut it down or run all the way through. And we're not seeing that.
Yeah. I wonder what the odds are going to be for picking Lyles to lose, because I think it's kind of hard to like say, oh, I'm all in on de Grasse, or I'm all in on Bednarik, or I'm all in on Knighton or Fambula. I think it's being all in on not Lyles or all in on Lyles. Like, I feel like that's the toss up right now. It's either Lyles or the field. And the field now, I look, has like a 70% chance to win, and Lyles is like 30%. That's how I would break it down. Of if I was making the odds, the 200-meter updated odds haven't hit, and I haven't placed my 200-meter bet, so maybe I'll
I did.
have fun with it and see. Oh,
I
you
did.
already
I
did.
just did.
Yeah.
I did mine in March. That was the problem. I did mine in March. I just, it's hard to figure out. Credit to those guys for running fast. And de Grasse, if he gets gold, he's earned it. He's been so consistent for so long, and that just looked real good. Kenny Bednarik's a great story. He looks solid. I wouldn't count him out for the final, but I wonder have they done the lanes yet, Travis?
Yeah, they have.
For the final?
So
okay, let's pull that up.
Lane two is Richards. Lane 3 is Lyles. Lane 4 is Brown. 5, Knighton. 6, de Grasse. 7, Bednarik. 8, Fambula. And 9, Dwyer.
So he got 3? He got 3, lane 3?
Yeah, he's in lane 3, yeah.
Don't love it.
So Knighton being on the inside of de Grasse is pretty good. Knighton got a good lane. De Grasse is good. Betty, it's going to be kind of running scared behind. It's not good for Fambula, because Fambula is a chaser. He comes into his form in like the final 50, so he's just gonna be waiting for people to pass him, and then he's like, all right, now go.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be one of the Americans or Fambula or de Grasse. If anyone else wins, I'll be utterly shocked. If like Richards or Brown or Dwyer win.
Yeah. Of course. I'm impressed by how fast de Grasse ran. I knew Bednarik had that in him, and also just you're still waiting for that Lyles moment. You're still waiting for it. And again, at the trials, he did just enough to win. We'll see if he can pull one out here again. Aaron Knighton, though, what do you think of him? He just keeps meeting the moment. Wins his heat 20-0, but he was looking around the whole last 100. And it wasn't like a glance to the side at the very end. It was just frequent checks to the side. Hey, is anybody coming? Nope. Is anybody coming? Nope. How about over here? Nope. How about over there? Nope. Anybody here now? Nope. And just impressed with him, and easy to forget that he's only 17.
Yes, easy. Now, you could put a little asterisk on it. He had the weakest heat, so it made him look a little more dominant than, I'm not sure if he would have that much of a smooth sailing prelim if he was in a different heat. But with that being said, he is running through these 2 rounds perfectly the way you want to run if you're a vet, where you want to get through as little energy possible, be ready to go in that final and let it rip and try to PB in that final. And I think he's going to. I think he's going to PB. And I would put money on him medaling. I think that the people who I trust most to medal would be Lyles, de Grasse, and Knighton. Now, I don't think those will be the 3 medalists. I think something weird's gonna happen.
Hold up, you left out the top ranked 200-meter runner in the world according to rankings. You left. Bednarik.
I know. But the reason why I'm leaving off Bednarik is because do
you know how many times he's run 19.8 this year or 19.9? Because you told me before how many times. You listed all the times.
I think